Very good morning to all. I hope you are doing great. I am also good. Very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Ina and I am so happy to have you here. In today's class, we are going to talk about Unit 4 and in which we are going to discuss all these topics. First topic we have communication, its meaning, types and characteristics of communication. And second topic we have effective communication, verbal and non-verbal, intercultural and group communication, classroom communication, barriers to effective communication, mass media, and society. So, first of all, let's understand the meaning of communication. So, basically, communication is the process of exchanging ideas, information, thoughts, feeling, or messages from sender to receiver थ्रू ए मीडियम. कम्युनिकेशन एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जिसमें कि हम अपने आइडियाज़, इंफॉर्मेशन, थॉट्स, फीलिंग और मैसेजेस को सेंड करते हैं रिसीवर तक एक किसी मीडियम के यूज़ करके. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टीचर डिलीवरिंग ए लेक्चर टू स्टूडेंट. Next, we have types of communication. So, first type we have verbal communication, non-verbal communication, formal and informal communication. Fourth, we have upward, downward, horizontal, and lateral communication. And apart from that, we have visual communication. For example, speech, email, gestures, charts, circular. These are comes under the types of communication. Okay, so next we have characteristics of communication. So basically, communication is a two-way process. It is a continuous, dynamic, and systematic. Communication is goal-oriented as well as it is based on mutual understanding. Apart from that, communication can be verbal or non-verbal. For example, a debate is a dynamic, verbal, and goal-driven. Okay, next we have effective communication, verbal and non-verbal, intercultural and group communication, classroom communication. So let's understand the meaning of verbal communication, non-verbal communication, intercultural communication, group communication, classroom communication. And after that we have effective communication feature. So first of all, verbal communication. So basically, use of spoken or written word for exchanging messages which include tone, clarity, and pitch. This comes under the verbal communication. For example, face-to-face talk, phone calls, emails, lectures. These are the example of verbal communication. Next, we have non-verbal communication. Basically, communicating through body language, gesture, posture, facial expression, eye contact, etc. For example, nodding, smile, frown, crossed arms. These are the example of non-verbal communication. Next, we have intercultural communication. So basically, communication between people from different culture background requires understanding of culture norms, values, and language nuances, or you can say language differences. For example, business meeting between Indian and Japanese delegates. Next, we have group communication, which means the exchange of information within a group, team, department, and committee, aiming at common understanding and decision. For example, team meeting, group discussion. Next, we have classroom communication. So basically, communication between teacher and student need to be engaging, participative, and inclusive for effective learning. For example, use of storytelling, visual and interactive sessions. Next, we have effective communication features. So communication should be clear, clarity should be there, conciseness should be there, correctness should be there, feedback as well as active listening and appropriate medium used for communication. For example, giving clear instruction and checking for understanding. Next, we have barriers of effective communication. So these are the types of barrier. First type we have physical barrier, second we have semantic barrier, third we have psychological barrier, fourth we have organizational barrier, cultural barrier, perceptual barrier, overcoming strategies. So let's understand the types of barrier. First barrier we have physical barrier, that means the environmental factors that obstruct message delivery. For example, noise, distance, poor internet connection. And second barrier we have semantic barriers, problem in understanding meaning due to different interpretation or language. For example, technical jargon and ambiguous words. Next type of barrier we have psychological barrier, which include the mental state, emotions, attitude that blocks communication. For example, stress, anger, mistrust. Next, we have organizational barriers. The issues arising due to structure, hierarchy, or policies, for example, excessive formalities, rigid chain of command. And next, we have cultural barrier. That means differences in language, custom, values across culture. Hand gestures may different in meaning across cultures. Next, we have perceptual barrier, which means the different perceptions and assumptions lead to misunderstanding. For example, managers think employees lazy due to the body language. Next, we have overcoming strategies. Use simple language, be a good listener, clarity doubts, and encourage feedback. For example, repeating key points, using visual adds empathy. Next topic we have mass media and society. So let's understand the meaning of mass media. So basically, channel of communication used to reach a large audience simultaneously, that is called mass media. For example, TV, radio, newspaper, social media, these are the examples of mass media. Next, we have types of mass media. Print media, which include newspaper and magazines. Second type, we have electronic media. TV and radio comes under the mass electronic media. Third, we have digital media. Internet and social media comes under the digital media. And for example, NDTV, Hindustan Times, Twitter, these are the these are the examples of mass media. Next, we have functions of mass media: informing, educating, persuading, entertainment, socialization, agenda setting. These are the functions of mass media. For example, news update, public awareness at opinion column. These are the examples of functions of mass media. Next, we have impact on society. Impact on society shapes opinions, spread information, influences behavior, promote cultural and values. For example, public opinion about election or society or social issues. Next, we have these are the challenges and concern in communication in mass media basically. So fake news, there may be the chances of fake news, bias, media concentration. For example, paid news, clickbait headlines. Next, we have role in democracy. So basically, act as a watchdog, ensures transparency, enhances citizen participation, and also investigate the journalism exposing scams. Next, we have media convergence. Basically, integration of print, audio, video, and digital platform into one. For example, reading newspaper online or watching news on YouTube. So that is all about for the today's class. Thank you so much. If you like this video, then do like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Take care, keep learning, keep growing.